The senior management of Indian Audit and Accounts Department from offices located at Kolkata are also here today to mark the final program of Audit Week 2023, a grand success, which would further comprise a common cultural program presented by the members as well as the family members of different offices of IA and AD in Kolkata. We are honored to announce that His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, Governor of West Bengal, has arrived at the prestigious Treasury buildings where the foundation stone of modern Indian government auditing was laid long back in 1860s. We are honored to announce the arrival of His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, Governor of West Bengal, at our prestigious Treasury buildings. On behalf of all IA and AD officers in Kolkata, I would request His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, to kindly grace the chair of Guest of Honor for today's program of Audit Divas 2023. Besides, I would like to request respected Sri Satish Kumar Garg, Principal Accountant General, Audit 1, West Bengal, and respected Srimati Reena Shaha, Director General of Audit, Railways, to kindly come up the center stage and take their seats for furtherance of the scheduled program. I would now request all present here to stand up at their respective place to pay reverence to the national anthem being played.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I would request everyone to kindly settle down. The auspicious moment of lighting the inaugural lamp for the Audit Divas program for 2023 is finally here. May I now request His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, Governor of West Bengal, to kindly ignite the ceremonial lamp for the Audit Divas program for 2023 in Kolkata. He may kindly be joined by respected Sri Satish Kumar Garg, Principal Accountant General, Audit 1, West Bengal, and respected Srimati Reena Shaha, Director General of Audit, Railways. While we begin today's program by an exclusive number of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, performed by our colleagues in IA and AD. This beautiful rendition signifies the eternal flow of life of mankind in the midst of beauties and bounties of Mother Earth.
ভরা সূর্য তারা বিশ্ব ভরা প্রাণ তাহারি মাঝখানে আমি পেয়েছি মোর স্থান বিষয়ে তাই জাগে জাগে আমার গান আকাশ ভরা অসীম কালে যে হিল্লোলে জোয়ার ভাটায় ভুবন দোলে অসীম কালে যে হিল্লোলে জোয়ার ভাটায় ভুবন দোলে নারী দেবর রক্ত ধারায় লেগেছে তার টান বিষয়ে তাই জাগে জাগে আমার গান আকাশ ভরা হাসি হাসি পা ফেলেছি বনের পথে যেতে ফুলের গন্ধে চমক লেগে উঠেছে মন মেতে ঘাসে ঘাসে পা ফেলেছি বনের পথে যেতে ফুলের গন্ধে চমক লেগে উঠেছে মন মেতে ছড়িয়ে আছে আনন্দেরই রাত বিষয়ে তাই জাগে জাগে আমার প্রাণ প্রাণ পেতেছি চোখ মেলেছি ধরার বুকে প্রাণ ঢেলেছি জানার মাঝে অজানা রে করেছি সন্ধ্যা বিষয়ে তাই জাগে জাগে আমার গান আকাশ ভরা সূর্য তারা বিশ্ব ভরা প্রাণ তাহারি মাঝখানে আমি পেয়েছি মোর স্থান বিষয়ে তাই জাগে জাগে আমার প্রাণ আকাশ ভরা
The British East India Company was first entrusted on one Accountant General. With the enactment of the Government of India Act, the foundation stone of imperial audit in India was laid, and Sir Edward Drummond took charge as the first ever Auditor General on 16th of November 1860. Audit Divas today is celebrated to mark this history. Now, we request respected Sri Satish Kumar Garg, Principal Accountant General, Audit 1, West Bengal, to kindly welcome today's guest of honor and deliberate on the pertinence of Audit Divas celebration.
Good morning, sir. The Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, my colleagues, officers and staff of the offices of CAG of India in Kolkata, ladies and gentlemen. On the occasion of Audit Divas celebrations across the country, it is an immense our pleasure and honor for our offices in Calcutta to have Honorable Governor of West Bengal with us. Sir, this is our privilege to have the historical building with the Institution of CAG of India in Calcutta. Sir, I would like to apprise you, sir, regarding the history of this building. We are very nostalgic for this building. This gigantic and beautiful architecture was constructed between 1882 and 1884. During the tenure of Lord Ripon, who was the Governor General of British India. E.J. Martin was the architect, and the executive engineer C.J. Mills was in charge of the entire construction. This grand heritage building was constructed on the site where Spence Hotel was located. Spence, the first ever hotel in Asia, was opened to the public in 1830 to accommodate large number of regular visitors to the city of Calcutta. The Spence was shifted to Wellesley Place near the governor's house, and the British government acquired this land to accommodate government offices. Sir, this heritage building, where currently the offices of Principal Accountant General Audit 1, Accountant General Accounts, and Director General Central Audit, West Bengal, is housed. Initially catered these offices of the Finance Department of the British India. Sir, for all of us here, your presence at this event is not only inspiring, but also an acknowledgement of the key role of the institution of Comptroller and Auditor General of India plays in our nation. Our profound gratitude to you, sir, for joining us today. Sir, Audit Divas commemorates the day the first Auditor General of British India took charge in 1860. Over the time, the role of CAG has evolved to assume wider responsibilities to strengthen democracy and governance of the country. Sir, this day is a reminder to every member of this institution to follow our motto, Lok Hitarth Satya Nishtha, the path of audit for the larger public good. Sir, this is a day to reaffirm our commitment to good practices, personal integrity, and high professional standards. It also offers a chance to each of us, officers and staff of this institution, to engage with our stakeholders and communicate to the citizens of this country our dedicated service as National Auditor. Sir, I feel privileged to apprise the Honorable Governor that in this series of celebrations of Audit Week, we have organized an audit run, that is marathon, at Red Road, having wide public participation. numbering about 1,200 people, sir. On 26th of this month, we had, sir. Sir, we had also organized an open quiz competition, online competition about CAG and its functions, which was also played by a large number of participants. Sir, we also plan to organize panel discussions on local bodies in West Bengal and its activities, wherein Pradhans of the Panchayat Samiti and Jila Parishad Jila Pramukhs will be invited to participate. Sir, under the aegis of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, one of the core responsibilities of this office is to assist the state legislature in ensuring executive accountability and financial and functional transparency. We have been able to perform our task with a sense of purpose and duty, despite the challenges of newer priorities of governance and changing dynamics of work culture in terms of emerging financial accounting systems and new technologies. In recent years, the volume of work and activities have also increased manifold. We therefore constantly innovate to stay relevant. Sir, to strengthen executive accountability, we introduced various innovative audit products for focused engagement, such as departmental appreciation notes to the government, management letters of the department heads, and study reports. In addition to our regular CAG audit reports, which are placed through the Honorable Governor before the State Assembly. These products will be useful for the executive to keep track of our audit findings. We believe that these initiatives, along with the CAG's audit reports, will bring tangible benefits in the day-to-day working of the executive. Sir, we have taken every effort to reach out to the departments of state government, and it has always been our earnest endeavor that through our audits, the executive is able to bolster and strengthen its functioning processes and improve upon the working of the government. Sir, another pioneering effort of the CAG has been the development of a guidance framework for utilizing technology tools such as remote sensing, geographic information system, global positioning system, etc. for audit planning, implementation, and evidence gathering. This will have far-reaching implications in audit of land and dependent physical resources like forest, water bodies, land use, agriculture, irrigation, and mining, and among others. So recently, CAG has also taken the initiative for natural resources accounting, wherein the natural resources across the country are accounted for, which will result into identification and conservation of scarce natural resources of the country. We will know what are the amount of the resources available, how much we have consumed, what is the balance. Accordingly, we can plan our consumption of the natural resources and the replenishment of that. We are embracing emerging technology trends for improving auditing and accounting processes, sir. Recently, sir, we have developed an integrated IT system called the OIOS, One IAD, One System. Sir, this system is operative throughout the country, and this is an end-to-end enterprise-wide IT systems for audit process automation and knowledge management. Sir, CAG's role is not only restricted to the country of India. Sir, we have made our place across the globe, and in the international area, CAG of India has emerged as a front runner in strengthening the global public accountability. As external auditor for United Nations and specialized agencies of UN, we have provided constructive recommendations to promote economy, efficient, and effectiveness in the area of governance. Our institutional role played by the CAG of India in the global environment takes pride in its work in strengthening the standards of transparency and accountability in UN plus its specialized agencies like WHO, FAO, Inter-Parliamentary Union, International Atomic Energy Agencies, and different offices of the United Nations across the globe. Sir, the occasion of Audit Divas also gives us an opportunity to pause for a moment and reflect on what Mahatma Gandhi had once said: whenever you are in doubt, or when the self becomes too much with you, recall the face of the poorest and the weakest, and ask yourself if what you do is going to be of any use to him, will it restore him to control over his own life and destiny? Then you will find your doubts melting away. Honorable Governor Sir, even as we charter new territories, our firm belief is that the ultimate test of our governance is the impact our work would create on the lives of ordinary citizens. This institution assists to the executive to achieve that objective. On the occasion of Audit Divas, I take this opportunity in the presence of our Honorable Governor of West Bengal to rededicate ourselves to the services of the nation. This will be our humble contribution to national building, in which public audit will serve as a dependable aid for good governance, inclusive growth, and sustainable development for the benefit of the citizens of the country. Sir, I again feel privileged to have with you, sir, on this grand occasion. Thank you, sir, for joining.
Our heartiest thanks to Principal Accountant General Sir for his precise yet pristine welcome speech. We, the members of Indian Audit and Accounts Department from Kolkata offices, consider ourselves fortunate today to have on this stage a multifaceted personality, a distinguished civil servant, writer and orator, an ex-University Vice Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, Governor of West Bengal, a founder of as many as 52 innovative movements and institutions in the diverse fields of good governance, gender mainstreaming, rural development, affordable housing, education, and others, a recipient of 33 international and national awards for outstanding achievements in such fields. We earnestly believe His Excellency would address the assembled audience today with his profound insight into the position of government audit in India today and his expectations therefrom. May I now request today's guest of honor, His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, Honorable Governor of West Bengal, to enrich us with his speech.
Principal Accountant General, Sri Sadesh Kumar Garg, Ms. Reena Saha, respected colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, or Banglar Bhai or Banera. I'm delighted to be here to participate in the Audit Divas. I'm particularly thankful to the Principal Accountant General for giving me this opportunity to be here in this heritage building and see the enthralling faces of my colleagues in front of me. I'm indebted to the speaker who said so many nice words about me. I wish my wife were also here to listen to those. My first exposure to a C&AG was when my friend Vinod Rai was holding that office. Vinod and me come from the same cadre in the IAS, Kerala cadre. We were together as district collectors. When Vinod took over, we knew he'll be very objective, neutral, bold. One day, I thought Vinod is keen on his profession. I thought I'll write something about the office of the C&AG. I went to him, he gave me a lot of literature. That gave me some insight into what the C&AG does. But then, good sense prevailed over him. He himself decided to write his book, and that book has become a bestseller, I think. So my chance was gone. What does the auditor do? I think the auditor is like the barbed wire fencing. Protects the property, does not obstruct the view. That's what an auditor does. He is the conscience keeper of the public. When it comes to spending public money, certainly there is a responsibility attached to that. Public money is more important than your private money. We have to be very, very careful in spending every pie of that. In China, the emperor was on his deathbed. The prince was to take over as the emperor. What the minister said, the prince is competent enough to be the emperor, his coronation can be done. But the old emperor said, no, no. Let him go out of the palace. Let him live among the common men and learn something and tell me. He went. 1 year he spent in the common men, with the common men. He came and told so many things which he has not experienced or learned or seen in the palace. How they live with poverty, how they are happy in poverty, how they think, how they feel, how they experience, how they react, their feelings, their emotions. All these were good lessons for him. He came and told these to the emperor. The minister said, he has learned a lot from the common men. He can now be coronated as the emperor. The emperor said, no. Let him go to the forest. There is a hermit there. Learn from him. The hermit just told the prince, go to the forest and listen to the sounds there. The prince listened to so many sounds which he has never heard in the palace. The lullaby of the brooks, the rustle of the leaves, singing of the birds, braying of animals, lot of new sounds. He reproduced all the sounds to the hermit. He said, not enough. He went again. Listened to the rapt attention. Then he said, I learned two new sounds. What is that? I could hear the sound of the daybreak. I could hear the sound of honey getting filled in the flower. Then the hermit said, yes. You have seen what others do not see. You have heard what others do not hear. That is what an auditor does. He knows the quarter tones and undertones of what is happening there. He can hear what others do not hear. He can see what others do not see. That is the greatness of an auditor. He is the eyes and ears of the government, of the public. So he is the eyes and ears of the man on the street. It is said in Latin, vox populi is vox Dei. Voice of the people is the voice of God. The voice of the people say, every pie spent on us, every pie taken from us should be properly spent. That is the auditor's view. That is where he comes as a guardian of public finance. That's a great service which you are doing to society. I would also say, as one who has spent more than 45 years in government, in the Indian IAS, Indian Administrative Service, I could see the value of the auditor on many occasions. See, we know from the newspapers, big scams like 2G and Colgate all came out because there was a watchful accountant auditor somewhere. That is why they are important for any society. Who appoints the governor? Who appoints the chief minister? Who appoints any minister? Who appoints any IAS officer, any accounts officer? It's a common man. Because the Constitution of India, we the people of India, give to ourselves this Constitution. It is we the people of India who gave us the mandate to be dispensers of India's destiny, Bharat Bhagya Vidhata, as Gurudev would say. So everything comes from the public. Our first duty should be to the people. Our second duty should be to the people. Our third duty should be to the people. That is the approach which every auditor takes. That is the approach which the enlightened CAG and his team has taken in independent India. That is why society is beholden to them. I remember when I was Principal Secretary to the Chief Minister, the Chief Minister said, we should do something very substantial for the tribals of the state. So being his secretary, I called the collectors, the chief engineers, the secretaries, and asked them, what is a scheme or a project which you can implement for the benefit of the tribals, the monumental project? So many suggestions came. The chief engineer said, sir, the tribals have to collect minor forest produce from the forest. They have to take it to the local market. They have to swim across a turbulent river in the hot sun. If we can build a bridge across the river, that will be beneficial to the tribals. So everybody agreed. 10 crores was sanctioned for the project. As it always happens everywhere in PWD, when the bridge was built, it was 30 crores. The day of the inauguration came. Chief Minister was there, ministers were there, Panchayat member was there, and the visual media, television was also there. Some media men noticed, this bridge is meant for the tribals. Yes, but the tribal chief is not seen here. So being the principal secretary, the chief minister, I knew, tomorrow the banner headline will be, tribal chief has been ignored. That is going to be the banner headline. So I looked at the district collector, that's the district magistrate equivalent there. District collector looked very sharp at the Tahsildar. Tahsildar looked dirty at the village officer. Village officer looked darts at the village man. The village man went and found the tribal chief. And true to the requirements of the visual media, the tribal chief was given a big tunic and a wand. He looked like a Ben-Hur, stepping out of the annals of the Bible. Very fit enough for the visual media. The visual media asked him, Chief, tribal chief, this bridge is meant for the tribals? Yes, it's meant for the tribals. Do you like this bridge? I like it very much. Why do you like it so much? In his innocent, the tribal chief said, before this bridge was built, we tribals had to swim across a turbulent river in the hot sun. Now that the bridge is there, we can swim under its shade. That is the type of development which we have done. That is where proprietary audit becomes important. We may have money. There is money in the budget. Money is released. But when you spend the money, is it meant for the persons? Is it will benefit the people whom it is meant for? That is where the shoe pinches. We have built so many tribal bridges all across the country, not only in Bengal, everywhere. Proprietary audit. The auditor has to see whether there was a better way of spending it. That is what people expect of you. The auditor is always a necessary evil. Nobody likes the auditor because you will be caught. You will be caught one day or other, you will be caught. So nobody likes the auditor, especially an efficient auditor. So the more people dislike you, it means more efficient you are. It is good that you celebrate Audit Week, but people should not say Audit Week. So be careful about that. You know, I remember we have a reservoir and a dam in Kerala. Kerala claims to be God's own country. But when I toured Darjeeling and other places, I found that God has other countries too. There are excellent places in Bengal I saw. And in Kerala we claim we are God's own country. Now, when I was the principal secretary, forest, we had a peculiar problem. We had a crocodile farm. The number of crocodiles increased. We could not protect them within the small facilities available within the farm. So some idea came. This dam reservoir, nobody goes there. Why not let the crocodiles there? They'll be happy, we'll be happy. Agreed. That is the time when Ratan Tata is reported to have come there. I'm told when the profit and loss account is completed, when profit is there, he invites all those who are responsible for making the profit, that is his senior executives with family. They can go for an outing 2-3 days anywhere, Miami, wherever they want, Black Forest or Switzerland, wherever it is. Somebody suggested, so there is a place called Kerala, God's own country. Why not go there? He said, okay, why not? So all his senior executives, especially the finance chief, with the family were there. In the reservoir, boating started. 5-6 number of boats, all mirth and merriment, families are there, dance and music. In the process, one baby fell in the lake from the hands of the mother. And the lake is infested with crocodiles. Naturally, big hullabaloo, pell-mell everywhere. No one knows what to do. Suddenly they see the chief finance officer, whom nobody likes because he says no to everything. He jumps into the lake. Crocodiles are chasing him. The young baby somehow started clutching onto the chief finance officer. He is swimming. Crocodiles are chasing. Somehow he swam and came on the bank. Everybody complimented him for his courage, for his bravery. You know what he was saying? The first thing he asked was, please tell me now who pushed me into the lake. The auditor is always there to push you into the crocodile lake. Better learn swimming. In any case, when you are spending public money, you are in a crocodile lake. Try to escape. Learn to swim well. Otherwise, the auditor will certainly catch you. Is a reminder to all of you, time is ticking. Be honest, be truthful. About truth, I remember I used to go to African countries when I was in the associated UN housing project in Nairobi. There, I happened to hear a folk tale among the Yoruba tribes of Nigeria. Truth and untruth are siblings. One day, untruth asked truth, why don't you go for a swimming contest, a friendly contest? Why don't you swim in this river? Truth agreed. Truth came on the bank, took off his clothes, jumped into the river and started swimming. Untruth, in the meantime, he took the clothes of truth, wore it, went to the town. Townsmen thought here is truth coming in glittering clothes. Truth is coming. Untruth is masquerading as truth. They didn't know that. So, untruth got a lot of adulation. They greeted him as if he is truth. Greeted him, gave him big reception, hailed him high. Then truth comes after the swimming. He finds his clothes are missing. All that is there are the clothes of untruth. Truth decides under no circumstances will I wear the clothes of untruth. So, truth walks to the marketplace without clothes. That's why naked truth came, Naked truth came from that. People jeered him, pooh-poohed him, threw stones at him, ridiculed him. But later, after a long time, people realized what was masquerading was not truth, but untruth in the clothes of truth. That is the auditor's job. Untruth may masquerade as truth, but unravel him. People want the naked truth. People have a right to do that, and you have a duty to give that. Now, I have seen politicians and bureaucrats yapping against the auditor. This auditor, what do they know? We are doing development work. We are working for the poor people. What does the auditor know? Why is he doing like this? All kinds of things are said about you. But I tell you, there is one way of dealing with this. In my career, we had a chief secretary. Our doyen is a chief secretary when we are young IAS officers. I also was one later. Now, he was very tough officer, very result oriented. He will not take no for an answer, and very, what shall I say, not even to the extent of being cruel. He's such a big taskmaster, but he's very efficient. But in the process, being a workaholic, he forgot to get married. At the age of 55, his relatives and friends and all somehow made him marry. He married a girl of 25. Every day morning, he will come, the tough officer that he is, he will say, is bed coffee ready? She will make bed coffee and give it to him. Is warm water ready? She will mix water and keep it ready. Is my car ready? She will call the chauffeur and keep the car in the portico. Once her mother came there, and she said, is this the way he talks to you? Yeah, he's a very big man, tough IAS officer. No, that's all in the office. Here he is your husband. Control him. And poor girl asked him, how will I control him? Such a senior person, such a tough person. I tell you, tomorrow. Learn that. That is art, which is perfected by the C&AG. Don't buckle under pressure. Your responsibility is to the people. Your responsibility is truth. You should be able to uphold truth. Is that, I remember a political leader. He once went to the newspaper editor and told him, your newspaper has been writing lies about me every day. If you repeat this, I will teach you a lesson. The editor smilingly said, no, we will stop writing lies about you. We will write only truth about you. He said, please don't do that. So, the auditor, a good auditor knows where the shoe pinches. Whatever it is. US is an experiment with truth. If you lose in this, the people lose it, nation lose it, democracy loses it. Uphold the truth all the time. That's all what you can do. Now, against opposition, always an auditor will face opposition, always. From the bureaucracy, from the political leadership, from everybody. Because nobody wants to be told you are wrong. But that is what the auditor always does. In the forest again, maybe because I was forest secretary, forest imagery comes. In the forest, there was a lion. There was also a lion prince. The lion prince thought, when the dad lion goes, everybody respects him, they are scared of him. Why nobody gives that consideration to me? So he started getting up early morning before the lion gets up. He starts prowling the forest. He saw a deer, asked in very haughty terms, who is the king of the forest? Trembling, the deer said, Your Majesty, you are the king of the forest. Then came a bison. Who is the king of the forest? The bison looked sharp at the lion prince, did not say anything, gave a thud, and left the place. Then comes an elephant. Boisterous elephant. All alone, lone elephant. With the trunk and tusk, all in bizarre form. The lion prince went and asked him, who is the king of the forest? The lion took him in the tusk, in the trunk, threw him away, dashed against a rock, bleeding, bruising. The lion prince comes and asks the elephant, Elephant uncle, I only asked a question. If you did not know the answer, you would have just said that. That is what an auditor does. You should be able to tell the elephant uncle, yes, you take your decision tough and fast. When you are after truth, nobody can stop you. That's why Vivekananda said, arise, awake, and stop not till you reach your goal. That is what should lead an auditor when he does his duty with integrity. Nobody can touch the truth. Truth like murder will one day be out. I did not want to take more of your time because I remember recently I happened to go for the convocation address. The students encouraged me, professors encouraged me, so I went on and on speaking. I said at the end of my speech, we need educational reform, we need industrial reform, we need cultural reform. But some students said from the audience, but you need some chloroform. Before you say that, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Wish you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency. Now, a memento as a token of gratitude on behalf of all IA and AD officers in Kolkata will be presented to Honorable Governor Sir by respected Principal Accountant General, Audit 1, West Bengal. On behalf of the officers and staff of Indian Audit and Accounts Department from Kolkata offices, respected Srimati Reena Shaha, Director General of Audit Railways, would offer the vote of thanks to Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, Honorable Governor of West Bengal.
Very good afternoon, everyone. I would like to invite Honorable Governor of West Bengal to kindly present some books on behalf of Raj Bhavan.
Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Shri C.V. Ananda Bose, Principal Accountant General Audit 1, Shri Satish Garg, Senior Officers of the Indian Audit and Accounts Department, colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar, Namaste, good afternoon. It is my privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on this very special occasion today. We are truly blessed today to have amongst us the august presence of the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Shri C.V. Ananda Bose. Sir, we thank you for sparing your precious time to come and share your thoughts and views with us on this occasion of the celebrations of the third Audit Divas and Audit Week. Sir, there are very few things we can say after your fabulous speech, sir. You are truly a great orator. We are grateful for your guidance and your inspiring words, sir, and the way you delivered this to us through stories and incidents from your life and experiences of so many years of public service. So we are truly grateful, and it is absolutely our good fortune to have your gracious presence here this afternoon. We assure you, sir, that we would continue to strive for excellence and increase our outreach with the executive and the stakeholders for making the audit function more effective and fruitful. Sir, we will try to see what others do not see, and we will try to hear what others do not hear, sir. And in this, we are duty-bound to do this for the legislature and the taxpayers. I also take this opportunity to thank the Governor's Office for their cooperation in facilitating today's program. I thank the Kolkata Police for the security arrangements this afternoon. And last but not the least, I thank all my colleagues, friends, officers and staff of the 14 I&AD offices in Kolkata who have participated in the Audit Week with so much of enthusiasm to make the event successful. Thank you. Jai Hind.
This marks the end of the first phase of today's celebration, which would be concluded by the national anthem before we all disperse. We express our heartfelt gratitude to all dignitaries present from the department and outside who have spared their valuable time for the program. I now request everybody present here to rise to the honor of our national anthem being played.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that the upcoming common cultural program of all C&AG field offices in Kolkata would commence within half an hour, which you should not give a miss. So, please reassemble shortly. ইন্ডিয়ান অডিট অ্যান্ড অ্যাকাউন্টস ডিপার্টমেন্টের কলকাতা স্থিত সবকটি অফিসের সদস্যদের এবং তাদের পরিবারস্থ সদস্যদের সম্মিলিত সাংস্কৃতিক অনুষ্ঠান অডিট দিবস উপলক্ষে আগামী আধ ঘন্টার মধ্যে শুরু হতে চলেছে। আমরা আশা করি এই অনুষ্ঠানেও আপনাদের সাহচর্য থেকে আমরা বঞ্চিত হব না। ধন্যবাদ।